The Seattle Seahawks are signing Sam Darnold to a 3-year, $100.5 million deal, replacing Geno Smith with a younger and cheaper quarterback, but in my opinion, a slightly worse quarterback, and throwing him into somehow an even worse situation, now with really Jackson Smith-Njigba and Jake Bobo being the only receivers on the roster, and still, I mean, the offensive line speaks for itself. So today, we are gonna try to build around Sam Darnold. We are, of course, gonna try to win this team a playoff game for the first time in a while at this point, and we are, of course, gonna see by the end of this if we can win this team a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. So this should be a ton of fun. But super quick, I'm gonna keep this intro super short. Be sure to leave a like. It sounds weird, but it really helps out the channel. And let's see, maybe I should up my goal a little bit because it seems like we're gonna hit 2,500 likes on the last few videos pretty quick, but I'll say once again, 2,500 likes and it'll let me know y'all want to see. You know what? I want to do another 20-year rebuild. Obviously not with the Seahawks, but 2,500 likes and I'll do another 20-year rebuild. So let me know in the comments what team I should do that with. I guess whichever team has the most comments, I'll go through and count them up and do that one. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting super close to 80K. Gained like almost 1,000 subscribers yesterday. That's crazy. But if you like Madden rebuilds, that's all I do on the channel, so be sure to subscribe. And then very last thing, I'll say shout out to Cheese Doodles for the suggestion. I feel like I remember that name. I'm pretty sure they've suggested something else before, but shout out to them. And if you want to shout out, or if you just want to let me know what you want to see, let me know any fun rebuild ideas I should do. But all right, that went longer than I expected. Let's finally get into this rebuild. And I mean, there isn't a lot I have to say about the team that I haven't already ranted about in the last 2 Seahawks rebuilds I did. I've been doing a lot lately because they've been doing a lot. They've been busy. I mean, well, they really haven't. They should be busier. They've just been making quarterback changes. I'm sure, as everybody knows by this point, I've said it a million times, I might be the biggest Geno Smith defender on planet Earth. He did well for how horrible of a situation he was in. I know he had good receivers, but it's so hard when you have such a bad offensive line and no run game at all due to that offensive line. So it made it obvious how much they were gonna pass. The defense was ready for it pretty much every play. I'm scared to see how Sam Darnold is gonna do. I like the Sam Darnold signing on paper. It's fine. I'm sure some people are gonna be surprised to hear me say that. I don't mind it. I like Sam Darnold. I've also been a Sam Darnold believer for a few years. But in this offense, going from a good offensive line to this, going from Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, a run game, Jordan Addison, to this, gonna be a culture shock, we'll say that. Now, huge news, they did just sign Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I'm sure that'll make the difference, so I'll need to add him. And I know free agency isn't over. They might add another lineman, but it's gonna be a budget, like 1 year. It's gonna be like the Josh Jones signing. I thought Josh Jones was their yearly Laken Tomlinson signing. 1 year, like 2 to 4 mil for a bad lineman. That's gonna have to start. But apparently he's just gonna be a swing guy, so I don't know. But if I want to be positive, I think the defense should at least be good. Not that they really added anything to it, but they didn't really lose anything other than Trey Brown. I still think they desperately need a number 2 outside corner, but other than that, I think it's fine. But all right, enough yapping. Let's just get straight to the draft because I'll make the John Schneider 1 year, $2 million bad lineman signing in the offseason, and then we'll get to the draft. You know what? I'm actually going to sign Will Hernandez. I would be fine if the Seahawks did this. I guess he's not a great scheme fit now, but oh well. Neither is Josh Jones. I don't know why they did that, but I wouldn't mind Will Hernandez. We do get him, okay. But in the draft, we pick at number 18, and something I kind of forgot is we have a lot of draft picks. I had to do some stuff to get these right picks, as you can see, but I think all the numbers are right here, at least the first 3 rounds. Pick 18, 50, 52, 82, 92, and then they have comp picks, but comp picks aren't a thing in Madden, so I'm not going to do that, even though they should be a thing. But I'm not going to trade up. I'm not going to trade down, I don't think. I mean, I guess we could trade up if we really wanted. I'm definitely thinking about a receiver with this first pick. Let's see. I think I'm going to go Luther Burden. I would probably go Kelvin Banks if he was still available, but he went 1 pick before us. So I'll go Luther Burden. I don't know that I've ever used him in a rebuild before, actually. I mean, maybe. I could also go Emeka Ibuka, but I did use him in the last Seahawks rebuild I did just like 2 days ago. So let's switch it up here. Let's go Luther Burden. I guess we could also go with a lineman, but I'd rather just go with one round 2. But we'll take him. Rank 10, got him at 18. Hidden dev, we'll take it. I feel like he's almost underrated at this point. Projected to go late first. I would be comfortable taking him like close to the top 10. But all right, round 2. Let's see, I also took Dylan Fairchild in the last rebuild I did. Not gonna do that again. How about Jonah Savanaya? We're building a really big offensive line here when we maybe shouldn't, but oh well, it's Madden. We'll see how these guys play. Obviously gonna move him inside to guard, so we'll see how that goes. And then just, I guess, 2 picks later, let's go with the corner. Maxwell Hairston is still available. I don't know if that's realistic, but I mean, I don't know that I've ever had him in a rebuild before, so if other teams don't take him, I mean, players fall all the time, so he'll just be the faller here. I'll definitely take him. Hidden dev, 97 speed, 98 excel, of course. He ran, what, a 4.28 or something? We'll take it. But okay, here is a look at the team heading into year 1. We have a super interesting team. Up to an 81, not bad compared to the like 77 we started with. Definitely added a lot to the O-line. It's still not amazing, but it's maybe workable. It's better than starting Anthony Bradford again. I don't know if I can do another year of Anthony Bradford starting. I don't know if I can take it, but we definitely added a lot of receivers too. Obviously Luther Burden, but I also drafted Jalen Noel. He was still available like round 3, I think. Was it? Yeah, late round 3. So we took him. Kind of want to start him, but I know people are going to want me to start Jake Bobo, so fine. I also might start AJ Barner. He's, I guess, the same overall as Noah Fant with a little bit of morale. And then the defense, like exactly the same. I drafted Cody Simon, and I don't know why this happens, but Maxwell Hairston got superstar dev. Wait, no, I guess he just had superstar. Why did it get revealed? It was revealed week 1 of the preseason. I don't know why, but I guess he is superstar. Oh yeah, I also took Jonah Monheim. He's gonna start for us at center this year. I tried to get a completely different draft class than the one I had in the last Seahawks rebuild I did, but I think I took pretty much all the exact same positions. So we'll have to see how this team does. We honestly could be pretty good out the gate. I'm using the Saints offensive playbook, obviously Clint Kubiak, so if it sucks, I'll change it at some point. Same with the defense, as always. But all right, let's get into the season. Let's get to the mid-season point, and hopefully we do all right. But all right, we are 5-2 at the mid-season. Doing well. I'm surprised we're doing this well. We have a top 10 offense. That's nice, but we have the 30th defense in the league. Am I already ready to change it? Maybe. I mean, we just put up, no, we didn't put up. We got 42 put up on us against the Buccaneers. We only scored 13. Ooh, Sam Darnold is not doing very well so far either. How are we 5-2? I guess Kenneth Walker is doing well. Abe Lucas, he does well a lot of the time in franchise, not here apparently. So I might have to bench him. I don't know who for, but someone. And we have some interesting stats on defense. All right, I don't even know who to try at right tackle. I guess Josh Jones. This is kind of what they signed him for. He had like 1 good year at left tackle for the Cardinals, and he's been bad ever since at every other position. But we'll try him at right tackle. We'll see how that goes. But we have some re-signings. We'll re-sign Kenneth Walker for sure. 4 years, 43. He doesn't take it, even though he's almost max interest, and I upped it a little bit. That's fun. Woolen, I'll go 3 years, 21. That's super cheap. He takes it. Mafe, I mean, we have no pass rush. Abe Lucas, no. Noah Fant, no. Kobe Bryant, sure, but we also could probably upgrade there. He probably deserves star dev, but whatever. Jake Bobo, if I have to. 4 years, 25. He takes it. Okay. And then after that, it's just a bunch of backups. So I don't know. We're doing better than I expected, but I feel like we're going to have a big fall off in the second half of the year, which is fine. We'll see what happens though. I don't know what to switch our defensive playbook to though. I don't know what a good 3-4 defense is, but we end up going 12-5 in year 1 and we get a first round bye. Also, we went 12-5 and we got swept by the Cardinals and we lost to the Jags. I don't know what this season was, but sure. Sam Darnold, he got a lot better in the second half of the year. 4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks. That's good. Not the best completion percentage, but sacked 42 times. Kenneth Walker, 1,250 yards, 5.8 per carry, 13 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns for JSN. 800 for Burden. I had some scenario at the start of the year, and I promised he would get 800, and he did it. Actually, I think it was 800 and like 8 touchdowns, so maybe not. But AJ Barner did really well. But Savania was our issue. 10 sacks allowed from him. Pure pass blocker, by the way. 77 overall pass blocker. Not good at anything else. Is bad at pass blocking for some reason, and probably is a great run blocker, because this game, I swear this game is coded backwards. Like, anyone who should be good at something is bad at it and is good at the opposite. Also, Monheim wasn't great. Neither was Josh Jones. But Tyrese Knight, 117 tackles, TFL's 13 for Derek Hall, and sacks. 6.5 for Boye Mafe led the team. 4 for Derek Hall, 4 for Leonard Williams. Not great. But 3 picks for Witherspoon and Woolen, 2 for Knight, and 1 for Love. How did we go 12-5? Those numbers were horrible. We just had a run game, and that's it. I guess we kinda had a passing game, but also a lot of sacks. I don't know how we did well, but Mahomes wins MVP. I've been seeing a lot of Mahomes MVPs again lately, but no Darnold. Amon-Ra St. Brown wins Offensive Player of the Year. Walker at 3. I thought he would maybe win it, because he also had like 600 yards receiving. Aiden Hutchinson, Defensive Player of the Year. No Seahawks, a big shocker. But let's see, Burden at 6 for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and nobody for Defensive. That's tough. This didn't feel like a good season. I don't know how we went 12-5 for the millionth time. Ooh, I forgot Luther Burden has Superstar Dev. I don't know if I gave him that or if he just came with it in the draft classes I downloaded forever ago, but we'll take that. Of course, Hairston had Superstar, but I think everyone else just had Star, which is fine. But all right, already in the playoffs much, much quicker than I expected. Already up to an 84 overall, by the way. I mean, hell, give me the reins to the team, you know what I'm saying? I might be the biggest John Schneider hater on earth. I know it's crazy to say you think you could do better than an NFL GM, but they get fired pretty often for a reason. All I'm gonna say is I wouldn't have taken D. Eskridge over Creed Humphrey. I was screaming at him to take Creed Humphrey, who went like 2 picks later or something. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, I'm yapping a lot already. Let's see who we're gonna be facing in the divisional. Can we already get this team a playoff win? No, we can't. It's gonna be the 9-8 Dallas Cowboys, who are the away team in Madden Simulation. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. Yeah, that's an unwinnable game in Madden. It's their favorite team, or at least was for a while, the away team in the playoffs, and they went 9-8. That is unbeatable in the playoffs for some reason. And yep, big surprise, they win the Super Bowl 31-24. See what I'm saying? I'm not fully insane yet. I know what I'm talking about a little bit sometimes. But all right, we still have some pretty big re-signings to worry about. Kenneth Walker will have the 5th year for JSN and Devin Witherspoon. But let's start with Kenneth Walker. I mean, close to Offensive Player of the Year. I'll go player friendly just because I don't want to risk it. If he was being picky earlier, I'll go 5 years, 76. That's still not that bad. I mean, I know he's a running back, but I'm a lot more okay with paying running backs than I used to be. But JSN will pick up the 5th year. Devin Witherspoon will obviously pick up the 5th year. But everyone else, Boye Mafe, I know he was our best pass rusher, but he still wasn't good. Abe Lucas was horrible. Noah Fant got replaced. We're fine letting those guys go. We're gonna have a lot of cap space. Hang the banner. We have a lot of cap space. Off-season cap space champion, just like real life. And just like real life, I don't know if there's a lot we're gonna do with it. But here it actually makes sense because we have young guys we're trying to develop. I guess we'll sign a right tackle. And I mean, we could look at a receiver. Jake Bobo didn't really develop. On defense, I would want to sign a pass rusher, but I doubt there is one available. I might release Nwosu. We'll keep him for depth. It only saves 6 mil. We don't need any more right now. Maybe a safety, because I don't know how Kobe Bryant does in simulation. I don't know if he's great. Yeah, no picks through the first 2 years of simulation. Also, I might change the defensive playbook already. We might transition to a 4-3. That would go against, like, the reason we have Mike McDonald, though. He's a defensive guy. I think we're going to have to keep it as a 3-4, but who had the most sacks as a 3-4 defense this year? The Vikings, I guess? Sure. Don't know if that's a good one, but we'll try it. But in free agency, there are some pretty good players at positions of need. There are okay receivers, Romeo Dobbs. We kind of need a receiver. I mean, our 3rd receiver is kind of like our 5th option on our team, though. It goes wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, tight end, running back, and then wide receiver 3. So I don't know if we should pay one. But Mark Andrews, even Kyle Pitts. I'm still not ready to give up on Kyle Pitts. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. They're close enough to the same price anyways, though. Which one's... Okay, definitely not Andrews. How about Pitts? We can get a lead for him. And I'll sign Taylor Moton, 2 years, 47. That's not cheap, but usually does super well in Madden. The last time I got him, he was pretty terrible, but hopefully he does well here because he usually does. And then there really isn't a I mean, there's Nick Bonito, but I don't think he does well in Madden. Averaging like 10 sacks a year. He's not that expensive. There are other teams with offers. We'll try it. There is also Khalil Mack still around. I know he usually does super well, way too well. You know what? Let's just be spenders this year. We were 12-5 last year. Let's just improve the team even more. Let's go for it right now. There isn't really a safety I want, so we might draft one, which should be easy. But yeah, Taylor Moton, Nick Bonito, Kyle Pitts, Khalil Mack. Let's hope we can at least get 3, hopefully 4. Ooh, okay, we might only get 2. We do get Moton and Mack. We don't get Bonito. That was predictable. But I don't think we're going to get Kyle Pitts either. I mean, Isaiah Likely would be pretty fun. We can get a lead for him, sure. Okay, we do get him. We'll take that. Same overall, sounds good. Just like 1 year older, I think. That's fine. So a couple old players, but a couple players who should do very well. And a good tight end. Still with 80 mil to spend, but I just don't know what to spend it on. But let's get to the draft. Let's maybe add even another lineman just because I still don't trust it, but we'll see what else we want to do. But we pick at 28 this year. I forgot we had a first round bye, so even later than I remembered. I thought we lost in the wild card for some reason. Ooh, okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to get this guy, Troy DeConti. Honestly, I just don't really want to trade up. I did see a lot of good players this year. Hold on, I focus scouted some safeties. Let me see if they're good. Okay, Gardner is, and Foster is. Cool. Unfortunately, there isn't a great pass rusher though, unless we want to go Philip Copper, which maybe we should, even though that would be kind of a reach. We're just desperate. We would have to trade up. I'm still thinking about DeConti, but we would have to trade up really far to get him. He would probably go close to top 10, so we'll just get to our pick. Never mind, he only went at 25. Okay, well, that's fine. With this first pick, I'm gonna go Philip Copper. I know it's gonna be a reach, but he does have elite speed, elite acceleration, so he might be pretty good. But no A pass rush moves, only C, play rec, and block shedding. Okay, maybe he isn't great. He's probably decent, probably ranked like 40. We'll take him. 49, okay. At least has hidden dev. We'll take it. But all right, round 2. Let's go with one of the safeties. It looks like both are scheme fits. Both are first round talents. I kind of just like Gardner's ratings more, so I think he might be the better one. He has good speed. Foster isn't too far behind though. I just think Gardner's better. Projected to go later though, so maybe we could trade this back a little bit. I might just take him though. Ranked 18, got him at 60. We'll take it. Does have hidden dev, thankfully. That was the main thing. And then round 3, let's go with a lineman. We could also take a receiver if there is one that looks good. Ooh, either Bolden or Rich if they have elite speed. Bolden has elite speed and agility, but only great acceleration and solid change of direction. Did he run like a 4.2 though or something? 4.32. I really don't know what makes deep threat receivers good or bad. I can never tell for sure. He might be good, but I don't know. How about Timmy Temple? Let's go with a lineman. He looks pretty good. At least has hidden dev. This was not a great draft class. I mean, we went for needs. This is why you don't pick solely for needs. Just take the better players. We still did all right though, but Ooh, Bolden's good though. Ranked 28. Got him at 124. Okay. Hidden dev, 97 speed. We'll take it. He'll start. But here's how we did in the draft. It was decent, maybe. It must have been a pretty strong draft class. These guys are higher overalls than I expected. I thought it would look worse even. But Cooper's a 75. That's pretty good. Gardner's a 77. These two will both be day 1 starters. Timmy Temple's fine. I hate that name, but he's fine. And then Ben Bolden, day 1 starter at receiver. I mean, he's going to be the 3, so he's only going to get like 500 yards, but also wearing a disgusting number for a receiver. But yeah, that was a good pick. So, I mean, if I want to cope here, I mean, this was still a good draft. It's just not really great compared to my like usual draft classes. Not to, you know, pat myself on the back too hard here, but you know, we got the 19th best player, the 28, 49, like 130 or whatever. That's 2 first-round talents, a second. That's pretty good. But here's a look at the team heading into year 2. We're looking good. 84 overall, 85 offense, 83 defense. Should obviously develop even more throughout the year. We're a relatively young team. I mean, we have some older players, but some rookies are year 1 players starting, or year 2, I mean. So, I mean, we really should be just as good as we were last year. I mean, let me check where we rank for overall, because because I don't know if we should have been 12-5 last year, but we only got better, so I don't know. We're like solid. Let me count how many teams are better than us, at least for overall. 9, so we're like tied for 10th in terms of overall. So we're doing pretty well. We'll see how our new defensive playbook does. Hopefully better than the last one. I mean, I only gave it a chance for 1 year, but I know it was bad in the last rebuild I did too, so might as well change it. But we'll see how we do. We of course have rookies starting, so might not go perfectly, but let's get to the midseason point, and I hope we're good. We should be. But okay, hey, we are 6-1 at the midseason, coming right off of our first loss of the year to the Commanders, which I guess is fair. They're a good team in real life. Are they actually good here? Of course not. They're 3-3. But this has been way more successful so far than I expected. And this year we have the second best offense and defense in the league, so we're good on both sides of the balls. That's not what I meant to say. Both sides of the ball. Oops. But for dev traits, I think we got unlucky. Cooper and Gardner only have star. Bolden could have superstar. He's developed 3 overall, so maybe. Don't know his dev trait yet, though, but yeah, we're doing super well. Let's see if there's anyone we need to bench. Probably not if we're 6-1, but you never know. Okay, yes, there is. Sam Darnold doing super well so far, despite being sacked 17 times so far. Who's the issue? Taylor Moton, of course. I'm just gonna leave him, because, like, whatever, man. I'm gonna bench Savania because he's been bad 2 years in a row. You know what? What can we get for him? He just sucks in Madden. I don't know why. I've never had him play well. Every time I get him, he is our worst lineman. I'll take a late... No, we took him in the second, right? I'll take a third. He'll start for the Bears pretty easily. We'll give Christian Haynes a shot. I mean, I know this is... Oh, they immediately cut Tristan Colon. That's weird. Well, I guess I'll sign him to be the backup. But I know this bad blocking is just caused by Sam Darnold's traits. I'm guessing he has bad sense of pressure or whatever it is. Yep. Oh, paranoid sense of pressure. Wouldn't that be the opposite? Wouldn't that be throwing the ball away too soon or something, or scrambling too soon? I guess that can get you sacked, but I thought it would be oblivious. I feel like I say this about every rebuild I do, but this has been such a weird rebuild so far. Way better than I thought we would do, but our numbers just are whatever. Never mind. Ernest Jones has 5 picks through 7 games. Dude's on pace for like 15. Not actually, but like 12 or something. I'm sure he won't get one for the rest of the year because that's kind of how Madden works, but oh, it's in a contract year, of course. But Charles Cross, I'm shocked he hasn't been the issue. Usually he's terrible in Madden, but I'm not going to re-sign him yet. I'm going to make him play well for the rest of year 2 first. Sam Darnold shouldn't have a contract yet, but Ernest Jones, I'm going to make him play for it too. Isn't this exactly what he got? 3 years, 28.7, something like that. But Leonard Williams, I'll resign. I'll go 2 years, 36. He's like the best player in Madden, and unless we have him in a rebuild. Not the best player, but he does really well. Also, Will Hernandez, Khalil Mack. But all right, I think we're good here for now. We'll have a lot of re-signings at the end of the year, which is maybe risky, but what? That says Bears get elite right guard Savania. People really use the word elite loosely in real life about certain players, but that is wild. But he's allowed 14 sacks in like 23 career games at guard. I don't know about elite, but all right, let's get to the end of the year. I forgot what I was talking about before I got distracted. We'll see how we do. Okay. Wow, we end up going 14-3 with not that great of a roster yet. This team is way overperforming, but we'll take it. We had the best offense in the league. I need to keep the Saints offense and the Vikings defense in mind. Those playbooks, those have worked super well so far. But we go 14-3 and we don't get a first round bye this year, but we went 12-5 last year and got a first round bye. Okay, whatever. But Sam Darnold, what a year. 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 10 picks, 73 completion percentage. Should be up there for MVP at least. I mean, this would be close to a Super Bowl. An MVP winning season in real life. I don't think he's going to be particularly close here because quarterbacks are just insane in Madden, as y'all know, but we'll see. Still sacked 38 times though. But Kenneth Walker, 1, 2, 3, 4 yards, 5 per carry, 16 touchdowns, 1250 for JSN, 14 touchdowns, 900 for Likely, 850 for Burden. Oh god, Burden and Bolden is confusing. But 650 for Bolden. I don't know why I closed out of the stats. But yeah, Taylor Moton, whatever. The rest of the line was good. Haynes at right guard did fine. Hernandez has been really good though, and Monheim was better this year. But Knight, 114 tackles, led the team. TFL's 13 for Mack, and sacks 12.5 for Khalil Mack, and 9.5 for Philip Copper. I keep wanting to call him Cooper, but Copper. I really hope that's enough for Defensive Rookie of the Year, because I don't think it's going to be enough to get him Superstar on its own. I think if he hit 10, that triggers Superstar, or like 10 TFLs or something, but we'll see. And Ernest Jones at least got one more pick through the last 10 games. Ends with 6. That's crazy. 3 for Knight, 2 for Love and Hairston, 1 for 4 different players. So lots of picks. But MVP goes to Mahomes again. Fun. Darnold at 5. We'll take that. He was higher up than I expected. I thought he'd be like 7 or 8. Not that that's that much of a difference, but still. Jaden Reed wins Offensive Player of the Year. That's unique, I guess. Walker at 3. Braden Woods, a rookie, wins Defensive Player of the Year. To be fair, I think he went super high, so he might have been like an 80 something, but that's wild. Has that ever happened? Maybe in like the 1940s. Joe S. Racism wins Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie or something. I don't know. But Khalil Mack at number 5, Ernest Jones at 9, but Bolden at 4 for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and obviously Braden Woods for the Falcons, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Copper at 3. That sucks. Falcons had another guy up here. What did their defensive guy do? Did he get like 20 sacks as a rookie or something? 17. Oh, okay. Well, he's kind of a tweener. He's playing 3-4 D end. They also have Quiddy Pape. Edge needs to be a position in Madden, man. We can't keep doing this. Every team ends up with like their 3-4 DNs as 4-3 DNs, and they have 3-4 outside linebackers. So they have like 4 edge rushers starting instead of 2 edge rushers, 3 D linemen. Every team ends up running like a NASCAR package or something. It's not exactly what that is, but close enough. I mean, kinda. But we are gonna be facing the 8-9 Green Bay Packers. 8-9. I love how many 8-9, 9-8 teams make the playoffs in Madden. It makes so much sense. Simulation doesn't need to be completely reworked or anything at all. I feel like we're gonna lose this game, which I can't complain too much. The Packers are a higher overall. They're an 87 to our 86, but we won 5 more games than them. We're at home. We should win this game. Please. Anytime I say please in Madden, we end up losing, so I take that back. We should win this game. Okay, maybe I should have kept the please. We lose 34 to 28 to an 8-9 team. Football makes me more angry than it should. And the team we lose to makes the Super Bowl again. They lose to the Chiefs this time. I think the same score. Yeah, 31-24, back-to-back years. 4 different teams, but same score. The Chiefs win this one. Big surprise. Also, it looks like Khalil Mack retired. That sucks. At least we have Copper, but did we get any dev traits? Darnold might have. He did. He did get Superstar. Same with JSN and Isaiah Likely. That's huge. Nobody else retired, though. I'm probably going to cut Taylor Moton because he was awful, but on defense... Damn it, Cooper didn't get Superstar. We've still only gained 1 dev trait on defense, by the way. Tyrese Knight went up to Superstar last year, and that's it. Nobody else has gained 1. But all right, let's get to the re-signing period. We're gonna need a pass rusher once again, but we should be able to find one. But for re-signings, we'll re-sign Charles Cross. I don't fully trust him, but I'll go 3 years, 78. He takes it. Byron Murphy will pick up the 5th year. Ernest Jones, I'll go very player-friendly. It's still not that much. That's too long. I'll go 3 years. 43.5. He takes it. Derek Hall, I'm good. He just does not do well in Madden. Zach Charbonnet, we don't need him. Everyone else is just depth. Oh, Will Hernandez, we definitely want him back. Of course, our lowest overall lineman has played the best. Go figure. Welcome to Madden. But all right, we'll let Jason Myers go. That's fine. Even though he's like technically one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL, he still scares me. I never trust him. Oh, there's a good replacement. Brandon Aubrey. Ike Ekwonu, he has a really high rating. He's been okay in the NFL so far. I don't know if there are too many players that I want. Maybe we'll try Caleb McGarry. I know he usually does super well in Madden, but we'll see how he does here. And we could sign Tuli Tuipulotu maybe. Okay, this is the Tuipulotu I know. The last rebuild I did, no spoilers, but he did very well. But usually he plays about like this, so I don't know. Josh Sweat is available too, though. Not great. I don't really know that there are that many free agents I want. We don't have that many needs. Maybe a guard, Elton Jenkins. So yeah, we'll at least make 2 offensive line signings because our O-line still sucks. Elton Jenkins, Caleb McGarry, they both sign. We'll take it. But we pick at number 24 this year, at least a better draft pick if we're going to get eliminated from the playoffs. There are some good players this year. Again, the game's making me make a tough decision. One of my focus scouts, or private workouts, Dakota Lambert, he is a top 5 talent, I figured. Is change of direction the most important thing for corners? It must be, because everyone I scout with great change of direction, at least, is pretty good. So I wonder if all these guys are good? Maybe. Sean Oden, at least athletically, looks, well, he's slow, but I don't know. Anyways, I mean, let's just hope he's available. If not, I'm probably going to take some linemen. We just really don't have many needs. No, what I'm probably going to do is take a pass rusher, because we do actually need one of those. We'll see. Lambert goes at 21. That's fine. We really don't need him. I think I'm going to go with Kenny Price. We need more of a power rusher. Hold on. He looks pretty good. He's just slow. But I mean, ratings-wise, A, awareness, play rec, power moves, pursuit, B, finesse, block shed, and tackle. He's good at everything, just not very fast. But I'm going to trade down to 32. I think I'm going to pick up a pick next year because I don't really see anyone else I want in this draft. All right, we're going to get a 2 next year and a 7 this year. I don't know if that's amazing value for us, but I might as well just take it. We'll take Kenny Price here. He's probably going to have normal dev, but he's only 21, so should develop either way. Out of Wisconsin. Oh, I thought I said 289 for a second. 269. That makes more sense. But rank 34, got him at 32, so pretty good value. Does have hidden dev. Okay, good. I did not think he would, but he'll be an immediate starter. We might even take another pass rusher. Hold on. We could probably get Reddick if we trade up. Do I feel like it, though? I don't think we need him. He won't really play, ever. It's important to add good depth or, like, rotational pieces in real life, but in Madden, they don't really ever see the field, so But let's go with a lineman. Let's go with Peter Stockton. First round talent, 40 bench reps, elite strength, few A ratings. We'll take it. Ranked 18, got him at 56, so better draft class than last year, for sure. And then we have a couple third round picks, one from Savanaya. This safety looks pretty good. Alfonso Cooper, he looks solid. What are we gonna need soon? I should be focusing more on that, because our cap space is eventually gonna catch up to us. Okay, JSN will bring him back. Devin Witherspoon. Taylor Moton, I didn't cut him, but we maybe will. Julian Love, we're gonna need a safety, a D lineman, Jaron Reed. Let's look for a D lineman, because he's regressing anyways. There's Ray Godwin, who looks decent. Great strength, ran a 4.94 at 304 pounds. It's crazy. We'll take him. Rank 58, got him at 80. Normal dev, that's fine. All right, probably a better draft than last year. I at least feel a lot better about it, even though both were technically good. But okay, here's how we did in the draft. It was decent. We'll take it. Nothing crazy, but we've taken what we need, and it's worked out pretty well so far, going 12-5 and 14-3. You know, Kenny Price and maybe Peter Stockton are gonna start. I mean, maybe even Ray Godwin. He's the same overall as Jaron Reed, just like 11 years younger, so we maybe should start him. And I mean, Andrew Carroll, I picked this guy too, 75 overall. I just picked him because he was the youngest out of the first to second round talent guards. There were 3 left, and he ended up probably being the best. He was ranked 28, so good pick there. I also took Kenny Lennon. He's solid. He has hidden dev. He's only 5'9", but that's not going to matter in simulation, I don't think. And then the CPU picked interesting players, but I guess that was the 7th round, so who cares? Oh, we had Mr. Irrelevant this year. That's fun. A blocking tight end who isn't good. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check how good last year's draft class was, but this one was not great. There was one really good player. That was about it. There was a quick fall off after that. But all right, let's get into year 3, and I'm feeling pretty good about the team. It is 2027, so we can't have too much hope, but we'll see. But all right, here's a look at the team heading into year 3. We are up to an 87 overall. Sam Darnold now has superstar dev, so that's cool. Why does the number 14 like spread out so much at the bottom? That's weird. Like, what kind of pads is he wearing? Needs like a less tight jersey or something, but should do well. Let's hope. Has been getting a lot better every year. This receiving core is great now, though. I mean, 3 superstars to throw to. The O-line should be good. Now, will it be? I don't know. I'm gonna try Stockton. Hernandez might be the guy who would do the best, but Stockton has a lot more overall upside at least, so we'll see. If he sucks, we'll just bench him. Same with Moton. No, we'll start McGarry over Moton, but if McGarry sucks, we might try something. And then the defense is still looking really good. Was one of the best last year, now without Khalil Mack, but we still have Copper who did well, and hopefully Price does well. Overall, I mean, the defense hasn't really changed that much. I've only added a few players. The offense definitely has, but to be fair, it needs it a lot more in real life, so It makes sense. But let's get to the midseason. Should be good. Like I was saying earlier, it is 2027, so we'll see if we get hit by the curse of 2027. It's very possible. Let's hope we can avoid it though. But okay, we are thankfully not underperforming. We are 5-1 at the midseason. I should have checked at the start of the year. I think we were an 87 overall, but we're up to an 89 now. Might as well just check now. Where does that rank? Are we the highest overall team? We might be. Okay, the Lions are tied with us at an 89. I would guess the Chiefs or 49ers might be. 49ers only an 87. The Cowboys are an 89. And the Chiefs. But we are at least tied as the highest overall team. I want to be separated as the highest, but at least for now we're tied. Also for points per game, we're doing pretty well, but maybe this was our forced down year because it's not like as good as it was last year. Our yards on offense are bad and our defense is only 7th. I mean, if that's our underperforming year, I'll take that, but it might be. But we have some re-signings this year. JSN, Tyrese Knight, Sam Darnold, finally. Not very expensive now, though. Devin Witherspoon, AJ Barner, Julian Love, Christian Haynes has been a starter, I guess. Taylor Moton, probably not. Jaron Reed. We have a lot of re-signings. This is why I haven't been signing that many players. I was worried about our future deals. But all right, let's go 4 years, almost 100 mil for JSN. That's more than fine. That's pretty cheap. Tyrese Knight, I'll go 5 years, 63. He takes it. Sam Darnold, I'll go 4 years, 63. That's very cheap. But as I've said a million times, I'm fine doing cheap deals in Madden, guys that would probably get a lot more in real life. I'm fine doing that because other teams here get away with those exact same type of deals. It would be a big disadvantage if we were paying real life money in Madden. But I'll go 4 years for Devin Witherspoon, 82 mil. He doesn't take it. Julian Love, we'll see. But other than that, we're good for now. We still have 27 mil. But let's get to the end of the year and we'll see how we end up doing. Hopefully we don't choke, but usually if you have a down year, in the first half of the year you do worse and then you get better. I'm really setting that up to jinx it there, but we'll see what happens. I just like threw a water bottle. I don't know how I did that. But okay, here we are at the end of year 3, and super quick before I reveal how we did, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like if you've been enjoying so far. I would appreciate it. It helps YouTube know that, you know, people are enjoying the video, helps the channel grow. I would appreciate it. Again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I mean, if you've enjoyed this, you'll enjoy pretty much all my videos, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff like this for a while. Let me know in the comments what you would want to see next. And question of the day. This is part 2 to yesterday's question of the day. Yesterday I asked, what do you think has been the best free agent signing so far for any team? Today I'm gonna ask the opposite. Who do you think has been the worst free agent signing so far for any team? Let me know that down in the comments. I would probably say either Dan Moore to the Titans or probably another lineman, Aaron Banks, to the Packers. Like, they had Jordan Morgan. I don't know what they're doing. Paid him like almost 20 mil a year. Ironically, I noticed a lot of my favorite signings were defensive players, and then like all of my least favorite signings so far are offensive players, mostly linemen. I think I have a new least favorite, unfortunately, my team. I wish I started with him. I was hoping the Seahawks wouldn't sign anyone, but they did just sign DeMarcus Lawrence to a 3-year, $42 million deal, which I don't really care about the money, but why a 3-year deal? There must be an out pretty early on in that deal, I hope. I don't know, he's been good, but he's never been that productive, at least not for a while. I just don't really get what he does for the Seahawks. I don't know why they're not focusing more on the offense. But yeah, anyways, let me know what your least favorite signing out of free agency has been so far. I'm guessing people are gonna say Justin Fields, but I don't know. No people like Justin Fields. Anyways, at the end of year number 3, we are still an 89 overall. We're looking good though. Also, Price has superstar dev. I thought he was gonna have normal when we picked him, but I guess we have our pass rush duo for the final year already set. But in year 3, we ended up going 14-3, and we got a first round bye. Now, our defense wasn't as good, got worse in the second half of the year, but our offense got better. We ended up with the best offense in the NFL. Sam Darnold, 4,400 yards, 42 touchdowns, only 10 picks. He just keeps getting better and better. Don't think he's gonna do this for the Seahawks. I don't think he's gonna be all that good. Say what you will about PFF. I really like the big time throw and turnover worthy play stats for quarterbacks. I didn't realize realize Sam Darnold had 27 turnover-worthy plays through the regular season in the one playoff game they had, which they mostly lost because of him. That's scary. He had 34 big-time throws, which is good, but I mean, watching him, a lot of those looked like they were just crazy catches from Justin Jefferson. Not all of them, but a lot of them. The more I think about the Sam Darnold signing, the less I like it, so I think I'm just gonna stop thinking about it. But yeah, good year for Kenneth Walker. Almost 1,400 yards for JSN, 15 touchdowns, 860 for Likely, 750 for Luther Burden, 10 touchdowns. Blocking, there's the year from Charles Cross I expected. Of course, as soon as we re-sign him, has his worst year. Jenkins wasn't great. McGarry was fine. The other two were good. But Knight, 118 tackles, TFL 17 for Williams, and sacks, 8 for Copper, 7.5 for Price. He was pretty good. 7 for Williams. That's about it. And interceptions, 3 for Witherspoon, 2 for Hairston Love and Gardner, 1 for a couple players. So good year, very good year. But once again, our record was better than our numbers. But Sam Darnold at number 4 for MVP. Finally, a non-Mahomes MVP. It goes to Lamar. But Amon-Ra St. Brown wins another Offensive Player of the Year. Walker at 6, JSN at 7, Darnold at 8. No Seahawks for Defensive Player of the Year. Lots of Cowboys. Ironically, DeMarcus Lawrence. Oh well, too late now. I mean, if I see him in free agency, I should sign him. But nobody for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Price does win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he would go up to X Factor, probably not, but he should get XP. But I mean, this could be the final year if we win a Super Bowl. I am okay calling it. I want to get this video out on time for y'all. I've been struggling to do that lately because these take a while, but let's see who we are going to be facing in the playoffs, in the divisional. Hopefully not a 9-8 team. Oh, well, 10-7. We're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions in the divisional. Only 10-7. We had 4 more wins than them. We are the same overall across the board. 89, 92 offense, 87 defense. We had the better offense. They had the better defense, but our offense was much better than their offense. Our defenses were about the same. But hey, we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to simulate it. We'll rip the Band-Aid off. Can we finally win our first playoff game? Of course not. I mean, we do have playoff Sam Darnold, so it makes sense, but man, we cannot win a playoff game to save our lives. I mean, Sam Darnold wasn't bad. Did throw a pick, but was good otherwise. We only put up 14 points though, so I don't know. But all right, let's get into this final season, 4th and final year, and we'll see if we can finally win our first playoff game, but not only that, win a Super Bowl. But the Lions do win the Super Bowl. Back-to-back years, we have lost to at least a team that made the Super Bowl. Twice it was the team that won the Super Bowl. Are we just getting unlucky with who we're playing, I guess? I don't know. But all right, who are we gonna have to re-sign? Luther Burden will pick up the 5th year. Not that that really matters, but I'll go player-friendly for Witherspoon. If he rejected neutral, I'll go 4 years, 96. He takes it. Barner, I'm good. Love, he's done really well, right? Yeah, has 5 picks in the last 3 years, 13 pass deflections. I mean, he's not interested, but that's fine. 4 years, 72. He takes it. Okay. Christian Haynes, I'm good. Everyone else, I think, is just depth. We'll let Jaron Reed go. But all right, let's get into this final free agent class of the rebuild. We've been so good in the regular season. We just still have not won a playoff game. Honestly, I don't even know what I want to do in free agency. There are good players here, but who do we need? Like, what position should we upgrade? Probably O-line still. I still don't trust the guys we have. And then pass rush, maybe. I mean, we have to commit to this being the final year. I don't want this to get uploaded at like 9 p.m. So we'll go all in. We only have 23 mil in cap, but let me restructure all of our deals. This should free up a lot of money. We haven't done it once. Okay, now we have 64 mil in cap space. Who do we want to get? I don't really see a great tackle available. I mean, there's Ronnie Stanley. I don't want to sign him for a like 3rd rebuild in a row. Braden Smith, maybe. He's done well for both teams he's been on now. Oh yeah, wait, is DeMarcus Lawrence here? I'll sign him if he is. He might have retired. Yeah, I think he did. Unless he's still on the Cowboys. I don't know. I mean, there really isn't a pass rusher. There's Bradley Chubb, but does he do well? I think he gets, yeah, I was going to say about 8 sacks a year. That's about what we had already with a lot younger of a player. So we'll just stick with that. Yeah, they're really, I mean, Marshawn Nealon was up there for Defensive Player of the Year. Would that be good? He had 14 sacks, but that was his first good year. You know what? We need to sign some players. We'll try to sign him. Let's go for Cooper DeJean just because we can. And should we sign Quentin Nelson? I mean, we more so need a tackle, but I mean, I wouldn't complain with this either. So we're just just going for luxury upgrades because we might as well. Quentin Nelson, Cooper DeJean, Marshawn Nealand. We get all three. Okay, cool. Now up to a 90 overall. Still got to figure out what we're going to do at left tackle. I mean, we can try Elton Jenkins, but he wasn't even good at left guard, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's get to the final draft of this rebuild, and we'll see what we want to do. But once again, we pick at 28. We're getting all the depressing picks, like we made the playoffs, but didn't go very far. For the millionth time, we still haven't won a playoff game, so we will see if we can change that this last year. I would sure hope so. Let's just get to our pick. Okay, there's a top 5 talent safety available. I didn't know what we really needed to add, so I just scouted players that looked good, and Higgins was one of them. The other two were D linemen. Are they good? Toon is okay. The other one's gone. Or no, he's still here. JJ. That's weird. I've never seen JJ, like the full word J. Ugh, that's really weird. I don't like that. Whatever. I think I'll just go with Zach Higgins. Looks like a good safety. I don't know if he's a high top 5 talent. I would guess like 5th, but hold on. I should check. Was there a top 5 talent lineman? I don't think so, but I don't see one now. I don't think there ever was. No. All right, let's go Higgins. Don't even know if he's gonna start, but he's good. Okay, never mind. He is the best player in the class. I don't know if this is a very strong draft class. This might not be a great one, but we'll take it. Unless he has like a 99 rating or something, which he might, but I don't know. But all right, we have 2 second-round picks. Could go with another lineman if we really want to. Could go Jamie Toon, but I don't think he would even play. Is there something I'm forgetting that we need? I just don't want to forget. Let me see. I mean, we could use a number 2 running back, I guess. Could also just sign one. Maybe a number 2 tight end, a blocking tight end. We have so much O-line depth. We're fine. Oh, Leonard Williams retired. Okay. Well, I'm glad I looked. So yeah, I will take that defensive end. He isn't great, but we do need him. Jamie Toon, he's solid. Not a great pick, but yeah, rank 65, got him at 60. Normal dev. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, there wasn't really one I could have taken in the first round either. I mean, there was a slightly better one, but not a great one. You know, Tim McAllister actually looks pretty good. If he actually has a pursuit. Even if it's a B, he might be good. Where's he supposed to go? Pick 116. So we should be able to get him round 3. I mean, I might take him now. I just want to see, is there... Ooh, there is a... Ooh, Derek Howell. Only solid speed and decent change of direction. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Honestly, looks like a bad power back. Doesn't even look like an elusive back. Y'all know I'm a sucker for awareness running backs. Not receiving backs, though. They're never good. Well, they're rarely. And then tight end. Ooh, Martin Barber. A short route. Hold on. Marginal acceleration. That's tough. Does look decent, though. We don't need to take him yet. I'm just gonna reach, I think. Let's go Tim McAllister. I might even trade for a D lineman at the start of next year if he doesn't have hidden dev. He might not, but I hope he does. Rank 72. I thought it would be better than the other defensive tackle, but does have hidden. Okay. Still might trade for one, but we'll see. But all right, Martin Barber, he looks okay. I don't know if I want to take him. Tough decisions here. Honestly, Brock McDonald looks really good at center, but only decent strength. But look at the A ratings. At least 5 of them. But I know centers are never as good as they look. Like defensive ends. I don't care. Give me Brock McDonald. He looks fine. Rank 71. Okay. I was hoping for a better draft class, but I mean, we got the best player in the class, so I think we're fine. But okay, here is how we did in the draft. It was decent, mostly carried by the first pick we made, Zach Higgins. Don't even know if he's gonna start though. I mean, he might, but we'll just see. I don't know why I checked his stats like there would be any. I don't know what I'm doing, but Jamie Toon and Tim McAllister are both 73s. I do want to see, would McAllister go up at defensive end? He might go down even, but hopefully not. Oh, he goes down 2? Okay, well, we're not doing that. Really? He's a speed rusher? He goes down 2 from nose tackle to defensive end? He has 77 finesse moves, but whatever, that's fine. Brock McDonald is okay. Ronnie Slater, I took him. He's solid. Deontay Silver was my last pick. He's pretty good. He has hidden dev at least. Would he be a good running back? Probably not with 67 carrying. I wanted to pick a running back, but there just weren't any good ones left. He would be an okay running back, but But I mean, this was an okay draft class. Let me see. DeMarcus Landry was the best running back available. Was he the one? Yeah, he was the one I was looking at, right? I don't really get it with him. I guess he's just really strong and has good carrying, but he's kind of slow and has no change of direction. I mean, he looks okay. I don't see how he's a 79, but overall, I mean, good draft class. Again, we got the best player. I would say that's pretty good. The rest of the draft, it was okay. I mean, we got players in the right range, just they weren't steals like we usually get. So let's get into the final year and we'll see how we're looking. But all right, we are gonna be trading Tariq Woolen and a first round pick for Matt Barkley, Bills legend from the Colts. I mean, they needed a corner, Woolen's gonna be their #1 corner, and we needed a defensive tackle, so we'll give him a first-round pick with him. Picks don't matter at this point. We just need a good roster, which we have, but we need a little more. But all right, here is a look at the team heading into the final season. Of course, we added Quentin Nelson, Cooper DeJean, Matt Barkley. Who was the other one? There was one more. Wait, who else did we sign? Is it bad? I can't remember. Oh, Marshawn Nealon, that's right. But all that brought us up to a 90 overall. We're looking really good. There are no weaknesses on paper at all anymore. We've been doing so well in the regular season. We just need it to all come together into the playoffs. Pause, I guess. But where do we rank for overall? Are we the highest in the league, or damn it, the Chiefs are also a 90. They're the only other team that's even close. I don't see another 88 or 89. I only see, oh, there's 188, the Falcons, but no 89s, just the Chiefs tied with us. Then the Falcons at an 88. So it's just us and the Chiefs as the highest overalls. I'm worried this is gonna be our underperforming year. I really hope it's not. If we're bad at the midseason, I'm gonna bench like everybody on the offensive line and on defense, because we should not be bad. There's no world where we should be bad. But all right, let's get to the end of year 4, the end of this rebuild, and we will see if we can hopefully make the playoffs once again. I would sure hope so, but you never know in this game. This might be one of the worst video games ever created. I'm willing to put my neck out there. Sam Darnold sacked 55 times. 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 13 picks. Kenneth Walker was good. Almost 1,250 yards for JSN, 14 touchdowns. I benched Charles Cross at the midseason for Elkton Jenkins. That didn't work. I benched Caleb McGarry at the midseason for Timmy Temple. I guess that worked fine. They allowed the same amount of sacks, just Temple in less snaps. Tyrese Knight, 122 tackles, 18 TFLs for Price led the team, 11.5 sacks for Barkley, 9 for Murphy, only 6 for Price, and 4 for Copper. Well, I would cut him, but I have a point to prove in a second. DeJean was good. Witherspoon was good. I'm not even going to check yearly. No, I am going to check yearly awards. Mahomes wins his 3rd MVP in 4 years. Dart at 2. Judkins, Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. For overall, I think I saw we are up to a 92. We have a 93 offense, 91 defense. That is still only tied for the highest overall team in the league, but that is still the highest overall in the league. And with that good of a roster, you would think, oh, easily a playoff team. Should be a first-round bye having that much roster talent with a good head coach in Mike McDonald. You'd think that, right? Well, unfortunate way to end the rebuild, but a very fitting way to end the rebuild. In the final year, we end up finishing 5-12.